What is going on, all my fellow nerds and geeks? So we have got another Zanini box. Let's get into it. Okay, so we have the October Zanini box, and my good friends over there at Zanini have sent this over to me. I've already opened it because I couldn't wait, so I already know what's in here, and it is pretty amazing. So before I get into that, I will give you the details of the box. They send it to me, so I figure I might as well give them some love. And we have got 3 plans. The first plan is $7.99 per month, and you get 3 pins. Second plan is $9.99. You get 4 pins. The third plan is $11.99. You get 5 pins. And the fourth plan is 10 exclusive pins for $23.99, and it is a bi-monthly. Basically, it is there so that the people from out of the area, out of the state, when they do the shipping, it'll save them on shipping costs. So you get 10 pins every 2 months. So that is the getting all the plan stuff out of the way. So let's see what's in here, because like I said, I've seen this and it is very, very cool. So also, if you want to get this, go ahead and use the code NerdSmithing, and that will get you a 10% off your first box or purple bag, which I think is cool. You don't really need a box when you got pins. I mean, come on. So I will pull these out and I will show them in the order that they are in the plans for. So because of it being what is it? October? So what do we gotta have in October? We gotta have horror stuff, of course. So let's start with the first one, which I thought this was really, really cool, and that is Jason. So this looks great. They did an awesome job, and as you can see, they've got their kind of signature, from what I've noticed from getting these, is like the red and black background you can see on some of these. So which I'm a fan of. I like the red and black. So that is really, really cool. Then the second one that you get in plan 1, and because of getting this one, now I think I've got to get one of their older ones, which is Mumra. So they did one of their earlier boxes, which I didn't get, was Lion-O. So I might have to pick that up, because if you go on their website, you can actually pick these up for $7.99 a piece after they drop them. So they will put some of them on the website, $7.99. As long as you are a subscriber to the box, you can get those, and that Mumra looks really cool. So having Mumra, I'm definitely gonna have to get Lion-O to go with Mumra, of course. I'm not wearing my vest right now because I've been doing a bunch of videos all in a row, and it's deep in the closet, and so I figured I would just do these because I want to get these things out. I want to look at them. I think they're really cool. So the last one in the plan 3 is one of the first computer games I ever really got into, and I don't know how young my viewers are, but this is an old one. This is MS-DOS old, and that is Doom. So I know they've made a bunch of Dooms. They made a movie. They made some newer games, all that stuff. Some of the younger viewers are going to know the newer stuff. The original Doom, MS-DOS, one of the first-person shooters I played. So that definitely brings back some great, great memories on that one. So that is all of the plan 1. So then if you go to the plan 2, they will add this one. And you can't really have Jason without Freddy. So you have got Freddy Krueger right there. They did a really good job. The orange on his glove, and they actually kind of changed the color of the background. Like I said, like I just got done saying, normally they have like a red and black theme. On this one, they actually changed it to an orange. So I actually kind of like this because it is kind of reminiscent of the NES version of the game, where he was orange, and I just am a fan of that. I loved that. I never really got into the game too much, but I loved the look of it, and I have like the 8-bit Freddy Pop, so it goes with the game. So that is for plan number 2. Then for plan number 3, which if you get these, the plan number 3 is always a continuation. So it's like a set. And the set they've been going with has been extremely cool, and I think this might be my favorite one so far in that set. And this is Storm Shadow, and this is G.I. Joe. So you can see there, and they actually changed it up again on me, and they put a blue background on this one, kind of to go with the G.I. Joe theme. So there you go, you have got that. So they also included in this box, because normally when they do the black rubberized backs, which a lot of these pins do, they do have some other options for their backs. And one of these is actually something that I use on my vest. My vest is very full, and this does add a lot of weight to it, but it is definitely worth it. And it is actually, it's going to be hard for you guys to see this, but it is a locking pin back. So what this is it actually kind of pulls, it's going to be really hard for you guys to see, but this top piece pulls up, and so when you slide it onto the pin, you know what, let me just grab one of these, pull it out, and show you. It'll make it so much easier. So we have got the Jason pin here, which I really like this. I actually have quite a few Jason pins on my vest already. But so you've got the Jason pin here. Get myself out of there. So you normally come with a rubberized back. So you got, it's gonna be really hard to see these. So you've got the rubberized back there. So then with this one, what it does is when it snaps into place, so you've got that there, it actually makes it to where it will not come off. The only way to get it off is to pull the end out, and then it comes right off. So those, if you have pins and you wear them all the time, I recommend getting some of these. They are definitely worth picking some up. They also give another option in there, which is like these are really small and hard to see, but it is the more common butterfly pin, which a lot of people prefer these two because they do actually lock on a lot better than the rubberized ones. So you can kind of see there. It's the same thing. It is really hard to get off, so you actually have to squeeze the butterflies in. So if they make these in good quality, they work pretty well. A lot of the ones you get with some of the pins, they just throw the cheaper ones on that kind of pop off. Okay, sorry, had to cut away really quick. So basically with these two pin backs, it looks like he added 2 special items for the Plan 3 subscribers, and he got a little feedback and found that he was sending out 2 extra types of pin holders. So that is the little metal, the butterfly one, and the locking one. So I am a big fan of the locking pin backs. Like I said, I have a lot of pins, and I use them on all of my pins that I have on my vest. Sometimes they are a little tricky because some pins are a little different, longer, shorter, and sometimes the pin part that it hooks onto is a little bit smaller. But for the most part, 95% of the time, they work great. So I definitely recommend picking up, if you're going to be putting a lot of pins on your vest, picking some of these locking back pins up. It just adds that much more I don't even know how to say it. It'll be safer. They're going to hold better. Like I said, it is almost impossible to get that thing off there without pulling the tip out, pulling the little lip there that you can see, this little top part here. So, but definitely worth it if you want to keep your pins. I've heard too many horror stories of people losing pins from their vest, and some of these pins can be really hard to find. Sometimes they're sentimental pins for something, and I always keep extra of these backs in my pocket of my pin vest, because if I get a new pin and put it on there, or honestly, if I'm talking to someone and I tell them about them, because they're always asking about my pins and all the pins I have in my vest, and I always will give them 1 or 2, just kind of show them what they are, just because I'm really a fan of these. So that is it for this episode. I rambled a little bit there at the end, trying to get all that information out to you guys, but this is definitely a really cool box. If it is still available, you should probably go pick it up, because Freddy, Jason, Mumra, and then once you become a subscriber, you should probably pick up that Lion-O to go with your Mumra. So this is the spoiler card I forgot to add in, so I'll add this in really quick. So here you go, you've got the Plan 1, 3 pins, the Plan 2 adds this one, and the Plan 3 adds this one, and he also threw in a couple of those unique pin backs. So there you go. Back to me. So I'm done rambling. This video is now officially over. If you please, I guess it's not over because I'm gonna ramble some more. Don't forget to like, subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram at NerdSmithing, and as always, don't forget to stay awesome, people.